This declaration was made by the newly elected leader on Friday during a virtual press conference. The conference was held to update the general public on the PNCR's position with regards to the passage of the Natural Resource Fund Bill, which became law last Friday. And based on the assertions made by Norton, the party remains firm in its belief that the December 29 passage was done illegally, and as such, it is moving to challenge this decision in the court.
There is the possibility of going to court, because when we look at it, it is clear that the law wasn't passed because of the two violations we talk about. Two, political action is always open and left as a course of action.
The leader, however, could not say whether the matter has already been filed, and he also refused to mention what the political actions would include. The Natural Resource Fund was passed amid chaos and pandemonium in the National Assembly on the night of December 29 as the parliamentary opposition, in expressing their disagreement with the amended bill, resorted to protest action. Immediately after the passage of the bill, the opposition MPs argued that the ceremonial mace was not in place, nor were all of the MPs seated during the voting exercise. As such, the bill's passing could not be legal. However, those claims were refuted by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mansour Nadir, who said that there was a replica of the mace and most of the MPs were seated. As such, the bill was legally passed. Against this backdrop, Norton accused the Speaker of colluding with the government to rush the passage of the bill, opining that the Speaker is biased and incapable of managing the affairs of the National Assembly. And while the Speaker at a press conference a week ago hinted that the parliamentary opposition members will be punished for their ruckus in the National Assembly, Norton during the press conference condemned what he deems to be threats made by the Speaker.
We lay the blame squarely at the feet of the corrupt PPPC regime and a biased speaker for creating the conditions which correctly resulted in protest action in the National Assembly. It is the speaker who should be disciplined.
On another note, still with his criticisms on the policies of the government, Norton conveyed that he sees no evidence that the government has created 10,000 new jobs for Guyanese, as is being touted by the government.
There is no evidence that the People's Progressive Party has produced a program that is generating 10,000 jobs anywhere in Guyana. In fact, let's assume they were generating some. You have to put that against the amount they have fired and destroyed.
In its elections manifesto, the PPPC had promised massive job creation and opportunities for Guyanese. However, Norton does not believe that this is being done. And as far as he believes, Guyana will never be fruitfully developed under the PPPC regime. He was adamant that the poor continue to get poorer while elites are reaping all of the benefits. As such, when asked whether the PNCR has plans on engaging the president in amicable dialogue to discuss these issues, the leader had this to say.
As it relates to a meeting with Ali, it has to do with the situation in the country, and that our central exec will meet and discuss. And if we believe it is appropriate, we will. At this stage, we believe he's installed, and therefore we are not at this stage talking or thinking about a meeting with him.
For the HDP Nightly News, Kendell Richmond.